Welcome to Spring LIB.
Here we have the basic ammonia reaction, and it says that there are certain steps that are taken to increase the yield of ammonia, and we have to explain why these steps that have been taken actually help in increasing the yield of ammonia. So if you're running reaction at elevated temperatures, how does that affect the yield? Well, although it says that it's going to increase the yield of ammonia, actually this is an exothermic reaction, which means it produces heat and energy rather than takes in heat and energy, which means that when you increase the temperature, it'll travel in the direction or move in the direction in which energy is consumed, which is backwards. So if you increase the temperature beyond the optimum, you'll actually get less yield because the reaction will proceed in the backward direction. The second question is, how is removing ammonia helping? Well, if you remove ammonia, you decrease this partial pressure, which means the K decreases. So to keep this constant, you have to move the reaction in the forward direction and produce more ammonia. So this will increase the yield of ammonia. The third question is, how is it affected if you use a catalyst? Well, the only thing that's affected is the kinetics, which means the reaction will proceed faster. But as for the equilibrium, it is not affected by using a catalyst. The fourth question is, how do you improve yield by pursuing this reaction at a high pressure? Well, when you look at the reaction, you see that there's 4 moles on this side and there's 2 moles on the other. If you increase pressure, then according to Le Chatelier's principle, the reaction will try to move in the direction in which pressure is reduced. So instead of going from 2 to 4, where pressure will further be increased because you have more species here striking against the walls of the vessel, you actually move from 4 to 2. So the number of species is just decreased, the number of molecules hitting the sides decrease, so the pressure will decrease. And since moving forward means producing more ammonia, your yield is also increased.